Hi there and welcome. Welcome to another episode of Debbie's Healthy Kitchen. I'm excited today because today I'm going to be cooking up for you Mexican meatloaf. And this is not your mama's meatloaf. No way. So you're going to want to keep on watching how to make this delicious meal. So first of all, let's go over all of the ingredients that you will need for this recipe. So you're going to need some lean ground beef, and I have mine all ready, and you want the 95 to 97% lean. And then you're going to need some egg beaters, some chili powder, salt, some ground cumin, as well as minced garlic, some salsa, green chilies, and some low-fat cheese. And no worries, I am going to be posting the complete recipe down in the comments when I'm all done, so you will have that. So I would love to know if you're catching the replay or if you're watching this live. I always like to know, so just put it in the comments. And then if you enjoy this video, please give me some thumbs up or get a comment in there that you plan on making this, or maybe you already have. I would love to hear that as well. So let's go ahead and get cooking here. So like I said, I have my ground beef all ready, and so we're just going to go ahead and add the ingredients. So first of all, I'm going to put in those egg beaters, and then all of the seasoning. So I have it all measured out, as well as that minced garlic. And we're just going to mix that up till it's all combined. Meanwhile, my oven is preheating to 375. Now this recipe does make 6 servings, and so you can adjust it. You can make 2. You could double the recipe and have it in a bigger pan, or you could even cut it in half if there's not too many of you. So either way, it all works. It's great. And so it's almost done here. Just want to make sure all the seasoning is well mixed into that ground beef. Now I know you can make this with like ground turkey or ground chicken. I have not personally used anything else in the meatloaf other than ground beef. So, but feel free to experiment. We don't eat a lot of ground beef or red meat that much anymore. Usually, you know, chicken and salmon and those types of things, shrimp. But occasionally, red meat is fine. All right, so I've got all of that mixed in, and I'm going to take a piece of wax paper, and I'm just going to put that ground beef mixture right into the wax paper, and then I'm going to flatten it. Oh boy, miscalculated there. I'm going to flatten it till it's like a square. Okay, and it's coming out all over. That's all right, we'll get it here. This is the fun part. Doesn't have to be perfect, all right? So we just flattened it out. Mine isn't all that square. That's all right, we'll make it work. Gonna chop off this end and put it on the other end to make it more square. It's not like we're making a masterpiece or anything for art school, but we do want it to fit in our loaf pan. All right, so I've got that ground beef mixture all spread out. Let's see, you can see that a little bit better there. All right, all spread out onto that wax paper. And what I'm going to do is take the green chilies and put it right in the middle. Okay, and then half of the cheese. So the recipe calls for a reduced fat Colby and Monterrey Jack cheese blend, but I'm just using a low-fat cheddar that I happen to have. All right, so you just sprinkle half of the cheese right over the top of those green chilies in the middle of that ground beef mixture. Now we're gonna fold it in half. That's right. We're gonna just take this and gently fold this in half because we want all of that cheese and the green chili mixture inside of that meatloaf. All right, so we're gonna carefully take off that wax paper and we're just going to fold those ends in. So just kind of tuck them in because when this is cooking, you don't want all of the cheese and the green chilies to ooze out while it's cooking. You want it to stay in that meatloaf. And whoever came up with the term meatloaf anyways, I really never liked that term, loaf put together. You know, like a loaf of bread sounds more appetizing than like meatloaf. Oh well. All right, so I've got my meatloaf all shaped here, and I'm just going to take my loaf pan, and this is my Pampered Chef pan that I've had for years, and you can tell it's very well seasoned. And so I'm just going to take that meatloaf off of that wax paper and put it into my loaf pan. This is going to be interesting. There we go. All right. So I'm just patting it down. And so it looks like just your regular old meatloaf. However, when you cut into this, there's a surprise in the middle. Oh my goodness, it's so yummy. All right. So then it just looks like this. And so the next step, just have it a little bit patted down there, a little bit better there. Okay. And so then the next step is to take our salsa, and we're just going to pour the salsa all over the top of that meatloaf. And you can use any kind of salsa, whatever you like. This is more like a hot pico, and that's what we like. All right, so again, it looks just like that. And so this is gonna go into a 375-degree oven for 50 to 55 minutes. Then you're gonna take it out of the oven and sprinkle that remaining cheese over the top and bake it for another 10 minutes. And then it's ready to go. And then you can just serve it with some veggies on the side. So for us tonight, I'm just gonna do an ordinary green salad on the side because that's what I personally like. So that's what we're having. Excuse me, I about lost my voice there. So anyway, that is it, Mexican meatloaf. It's a wonderful treat. It has great flavor. I think you're gonna be really surprised that this meatloaf beats that everyday meatloaf that you used to make any day of the week. So there we are. Tasty, and I can't wait for dinner. So thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, give me some thumbs up. And like I said, would love to hear if you're watching this live or the replay. Please put it in the comments. So again, thanks for watching Debbie's Healthy Kitchen, and until next time, let's go eat.